Okay. Welcome. I'll get to those levels in just a moment. Just making sure everything's set up right. Oh, cool. I actually went to Digipen. See, I know they have, like, a showcase of student games. OBS is warning me of high encoding CPU usage, so if the video is choppy, let me know and I'll try adjusting the settings. I am not much of an expert player, so I do not recommend submitting Kaizo type levels. I'm willing to attempt them, but can make no guarantees about making it very far in them. I'm terrible at shell jumping, for instance. I have no idea what's going on. Where is that cannon going? What? What just happened there? Did anyone else see that? My spreadsheet's being slow again. I'll see if I can clean that up next week. Well, no, I saw the reason. Like I know why those cannons were there, but what the cannon slid under the ground to the right off the screen after it fell. Oh. A noisy level, okay. Oh. Whoops. Ah! Dang it. Oops. Multitasking, checking chat, and playing an auto-scroller at the same time. Not recommended. Oops. No. There was a question box there. Nope. That is a pretty challenging section. Okay, that will help. Okay.
Mario #1! Woohoo!
So, I didn't really get a particular sense of a coherent theme from that level. It was an auto-scroller with a lot of enemies and scribbly terrain. The main difficulty I have with auto-scrollers in general is that if you mess up, there's a long time before you can try again. So, like, the first section is not particularly difficult, but you have 30 seconds of auto-scrolling if you die to the Magic Koopas before you can attempt them again. Anyway. Spin Bomb Blast Kaizo. I expect this one will probably go quickly. Okay, short bounce maybe? My encoding is looking choppy. Is it the video working okay for everyone? Oops. What? I bounced off of it. What happened there? Oops. Blaster wall jump survival. Yeah, I did none of those things. Oh. Okay. What do we... Oh, one of these.
Oh no!
Hey!
Oh no!
Oh, I see. It retrieves the wall. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Okay, Mario time!
That wasn't too bad. It's pretty cool. I think that's an interesting style of level, and it's good to see more of them. I liked the conveyor belt to reset with the cannon. I kind of wonder if there's another way to do that, though. But I guess with the cloud, it wouldn't work well. Look, I was thinking of using a P-switch and coins to, like, block the spawning of it, but... since clouds make things ignore scenery effectively, you wouldn't keep it from spawning that way. You should close some of these programs. Okay. Oh, gone. Okay. Well.
Oh no!
Oops.
Oh no!
Not off to a promising start here.
Oh no!
Ah,
Oh no!
not used to the timing of that.
Oh no!
Keep hitting it just too soon, I think.
Oh no!
Ah,
Oh no!
I think I need to get 3 spins there. Ah!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Ah!
Oh no! Oh no!
I think I need to stand on that one-way platform, I think, to get into the pipe safely.
Oh no!
Nope.
Oh no!
Ah!
Oh no!
I had it, and then I threw it away.
Oh no!
Welcome, Enrique LM.
Oh no! Oh no!
Skewer Stronghold. Looks like a somewhat traditional looking level from the thumbnail. Oops, that was embarrassing.
Oh,
can just jump all the way over. That's cool. Like the decorative tracks and platforms there. I'm liking this one so far. Good pacing. Pretty good, constrained use of elements. A little wary about those burners and pistons there. Just the cycles might desync. Whoa! Okay. Moving platform. Cool. I would suspect, given the design of the level overall, that the coins are not mandatory. But I'm collecting when I see them. There's that vine up there. It's tantalizing me. Oh! Sneaky. It's gonna be tricky. Nope. What am I missing here? Oh. Yep, up. There we go. That's what it was. Oops. Ah! Dang it. Yeah, I'm quite liking this level so far. Not liking that skewer right there. So this is the one major objection I have right there, is that skewer so far. Killing the player if they're not paying attention when they respawn. I have a cycle problem. Okay. Oh, shortcut. That's cool. So you got, presumably that other door connects there. So yeah, very nice level overall. I like the aesthetic design of it, and the pacing, and the variety of challenges. The only objection I really had was that skewer at the respawn point. And that's kind of a personal taste thing. But yeah, the skewers not being on a global cycle is part of what makes them difficult to use. Anyway, definitely gets a star for that one. Welcome back, Speedrun Dress. Got your level here. "6-3, descend the deadly sewers." Oops. Yeah, I think it's good to design levels that are on the easier side, because as a rule of thumb, levels will always be harder than you think they are for other people to play. Because you've had all the practice of building them and knowing how they work, but somebody who's coming out to them without knowing how the level's put together. Okay. This looks challenging. B-switch here? No, it's just mushroom, okay. Coins to guide blind jumps, that's good. I see what you mean about room 3 being cramped. No checkpoint yet. Having more trouble with that jump than I ought to be, I think. I don't know if it's the design intent, but I feel like that question block is there to give the player a chance to see the mushroom falling from the pipe, and if so, I appreciate that design. Yeah, there isn't a good way to avoid those things. At least, not one that's obvious to me. Because you have either a very small window to, squeeze under them, or you need to make a very short jump over them to avoid getting caught on the donut blocks and losing progress. Oops. Dang it. There's a cool structure there. Red coins. I'm assuming I need them here because they've suddenly shown up in this room. Yep. Okay. Dang it. Ha! Nice. I've not seen that mechanic used before and I like it. Of course, it would be the last one. Interesting variation on a theme here. Nice. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Scared me. Checkpoint, excellent. Whoop. Mystery treadmills. Not liking the mystery treadmills a whole lot. It makes it very hard to judge jumps. Ah. Similarly hard to judge Baby Bowser's movements. Dang it. So this is my least favorite part of the level so far. Out of time. I imagine I'm almost done though. Okay. Okay. Overall, I quite liked the level. I was not fond of the structure of that last boss battle. It just... I don't know, it felt like it was presenting more of a challenge. It was an execution challenge that wasn't a figure-outable challenge to me. Like, I guess I could have memorized which way the treadmills were going, but... Other than that, I like pretty much everything about it. Good pacing, good use of checkpoints. Bullet Blaster Sewers, okay. Nope. Check out my pit diving skills. Oop. It's a very suspicious pipe up there. I feel like I've got a cycle problem here. How? Okay. So that's a hazard. Oh boy. What? That was unexpected. Uh-oh. Oh. This is unpleasant. Yeah. This death. Welcome, Holy Ajora. I guess today is like Canon Day. Everybody submits levels with cannons in them. Okay. Good checkpoint. Whoa! Yep, I see what you mean. I am in moving cannon hell. Was certainly disorienting, but I think not as bad as the treadmill one, because at least I could mostly see what was going on. Aside from that, the only thing that struck me as potentially troublesome was the part where there were two red cannons on top of winged munchers, and depending on when they scrolled onto the screen, they could have a cycle mismatch problem that made the jump very difficult. Okay. use more. Whoops. I'm seeing a lack of player guidance here. Some coins so that I know what the level is expecting of me here would be very good. I'm guessing I need to go up, but I don't have much of an indication of it. Ah! Bounced. Dang it. I feel like I must be approaching this wrong. Okay, that works. Red cannonball to there. Oh! Nope! Yep. Kind of, except it doesn't necessarily read as a platform. It just looks like a wall. If you mean this thing here. But yeah, some coins would be immensely helpful here. I have regrets. I have more regrets. Yeah, either coins or an obvious forward path. Cause like, by default, I assume the direction to go is right, and there's no safe right direction to go there, but no obviously next place on that screen either. Ah! Nope! Dang it! And like here, the correct approach is not super clear to me, and because of the scrolling, the cannon synchronization might be different. Oop. That was just a mistake. A way to make a high platform look like a high platform without coins? Maybe? Like if this were a mushroom platform or something that was obviously presenting a surface? That might be an option. I don't really know of a good reason not to use coins, though. It's not like they're coming out of your personal pocket or something. Ugh. That's a really rough jump there. Yeah, because if I bounce up there, it kills me and I can't recover. My sense of the official Mario games is that they do not tend to kill players with walls like that. Why am I doing that? I know that's not the right thing to do. Take the red cannonball. Okay. Again, this seems like a long jump to make. And dangerous with that cannon there. Yeah, so definitely this level could use more communication. Like, the individual challenges don't seem too bad to me. But the way it communicates with the player could be substantially improved, I think. There's a lot going on here, and I'm not sure how meaningful some of it is. Arrows are a possibility, but personally I feel like they tend to be overused. Like, I think with a solid level design... Nope, that's not a safe place to stand. With a solid level design, the next path can be apparent without needing arrows to imply directionality. Nope. I think it's good that you're providing capes. Ah! There we go. Let's see, how many levels are in the queue right now? Got a few. Kinda want to pull this one up in the editor and tinker with it a bit. So just looking at what I might do with this here. Whoa, you saturated your entity limit there. So you could, like, put coins up there. Or what I might do is actually come on. Because that definitely suggests a platform and a place to go. Also probably just lower it by one. Of course, if you're not fond of mushrooms and castles, you could use a bridge.
Let's go.
Because here you've got then the red cannon heading up this way. Actually, it's an interesting way to do things here. Because then you've got the first cannon bounce up here, but then have to use it again to get up to this one. Okay, so this section here. My personal inclination would be to have something like this. Remove those hazards.
Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome back. So I've been tinkering with your level a bit.
Let's go.
Been simplifying the structure of things. And having fewer cannons means that it's easier to see what's going on. So for example, this part here, I cleaned it up to a single cannonball so that the next step is apparent and there aren't conflicting timings of cannons that complicate things. I don't know how this jump is possible without the cape.
Let's go.
I guess you can... Okay. So that's doable. Which means you can suggest coins to give a path there. Yeah, so this is the sort of thing I'd suggest with coins and tidying things up.
Let's go.
Because now you have a theme with, here's your cannonball to make the next jump with. Anyway, that's the kind of recommendation I have for this level, is basically offer the player a clearer path forward, and both through sort of positive hints like coins, and through removing distractions like having lots of cannons everywhere. It's tricky with this sort of level because the cannons are both sort of ways to progress forward but also hazards. And if you're using them for both purposes, then it can be unclear to the player how they should treat a particular cannon. So one option is maybe like,
Let's go.
with this one here, the red cannon is the one you need to bounce off of, so if you made like all of the cannonballs you needed to bounce off of red ones, that would be one way to approach things like that. Or conversely, the other way around, have all the hazards be red. Anyway. Back to levels. Yep. Oops, I did this one already. Yeah, that was kind of my thought. And then have the red cannons present very clear danger zones. Like, this area is dangerous to be in, this one is safe to be in, that sort of thing. Giving players, especially with a timing cycle puzzle like that, giving players clear, safe places to stand is a good thing to give them time to figure out what's going on with the level. I think I know what's coming here, and I'm worried. Oh. Not even giving me a chance. Yeah. Fine. Fine. Yeah. Also not the right path. Yep. Yeah. Wow. Just can't get a break here. Yeah, skewers are tricky to use well. I think I know what you're talking about. I mean... Oh. Yeah, I mean... An important thing to remember in level design, or I guess any game design, is that the player knows a lot less than you do. They need to observe and understand every part of your level when they come across it. Generally speaking, my most popular levels are not the challenging ones, but the ones where I give the player a lot of leeway. Yeah. To some extent, yes. Let me... Here we go. So, in terms of like the level of challenges and the density of them, that certainly can vary by your intended difficulty, but in terms of the basic principles of communicating with the player, those are something you should do in pretty much any level. Oh, I'm ruined. I'm just ruined. Well, this is my last life, so I guess I'm going with this level. So yeah, like original Super Mario Brothers 8-3. Man, I kind of wish I could just easily pull that up. But even those Hammer Brothers, those were very deliberately placed as like individual challenges. That, if I recall right, there was basically nothing else to worry about when you were contending with a Hammer Brother in that level. I think one of the reasons that Hammer Brothers caused so many troubles in Mario Maker levels is that people try to mix them with different things. And an individual Hammer Brother is a complex enough of a challenge to stand on its own. But yeah, gaps between enemies are definitely important. Yeah. Okay. I guess I can't download Super Mario Brothers while playing Mario Maker. But yeah, something I try to do with my levels is both make it so that somebody who knows the level can play through it pretty much easily. And somebody new to the level has time to figure out what's going on with it and take each challenge one at a time. And I mean, I'm not including Kaizo or puzzle levels in this assertion. Because those are deliberately, like, not playing by the usual rules of a Mario level. So this is decent because I can approach each of these challenges one at a time. More or less. Yeah. So are you just not personally fond of coins? Because I'm noticing a lack of them as a pattern in these levels so far. Uh-oh. Yeah. Those are tricky because you've got two different slightly desynchronized movements going on, and predicting how those will interact is not immediately obvious, at least to me. But yeah, one of the things you might try as an exercise is just like get a lot of practice with one of your levels and then kind of do a speed run through it. But as you do so, like pause and fill in some of the paths that Mario takes with coins, so that you will collect those coins when playing through at your maximally efficient speed. So yeah, they can see the platform, but they weren't there when you decide when you design the level, so it's not necessarily clear that the platform is where they're supposed to be. But if a player has coins available for them to collect, they can just try to collect all the coins and they will end up where they need to be just by doing that. That's a tricky one. So this part's kind of troublesome because you've got two auto-scrolling sections right after another without a checkpoint in between. So reattempting is time-consuming. Yeah, I would decrease that third bounce gap a bit. Oh. Whoops. Well, I mean, what you could do is just take out one of the auto-scrolling sections. Ah, dang it. Ah. That's awkward. I was worried about that happening. Ah. I'm not sure how to solve that problem. Like, I know I'm getting some rapid hits in at the part where I need to go under the wall, but I'm not sure how to avoid landing those hits while still making it. Ah! That was probably it. But yeah, my suggestion with this level in general is just make your tolerances a little looser. Okay. So, if this doesn't work out, then I have no idea what the right thing to do is. It just doesn't go far enough. So yeah, this section in particular, I feel like should be a lot more forgiving. One more shot. Because with this, I feel like it's very unclear what the level is expecting of me. Like, I know you've got the arrows and stuff, but yeah. You just gave me a track where the player could bounce all the way to the end of the track on Bowser. And so, I've been taught that that's the thing you do in this level. And then, immediately afterwards, I have a track where Bowser cannot make it to the end of the track safely before you use up your bounces on it. So yeah, I think another thing to keep in mind with level design is think about what your level is teaching the player. Because something that is true earlier on in your level, the player will expect to be true for the rest of your level as well. So, had a few different objections with that level. There was the auto-scrolling issue, and the lack of what seemed to be consistent expectations. You ask how short should the track be? Do you mean the one at the end? Because if you mean the one at the end, then I would suggest making it long enough that the player can bounce until they can clearly see where they need to be. Because, like, you had all the arrows and stuff, but there wasn't anything that suggested to me of a safe path. Like, when is the right time to try to get here? With the windiness of the track and the fact that it didn't go all the way. Okay. I can see this one's gonna take a while. But yeah, Big Bowser's definitely one way to handle it, because he has like twice or 3 times as many hit points. Ah, no. I guess I could have escaped halfway through there. Ah. Oh. Fine. Checkpoint. Finally. Yeah, I think I can understand where you're going with that. Whoa. Ah. So, yeah, intent might be part of the problem. A thing to remember in level design is that the player does not know anything that you don't tell them. Whether from your layout or from past patterns in the level, they will have no idea what to expect until they're presented with it or presented with a clue to So, okay, so your question there, did anything in the castle warn you that Bowser would break blocks? No, but Bowser's very first attack warns you that Bowser breaks blocks. So, like, there are very few different... Like, Bowser breaking blocks and spitting fireballs are the only two things he does in the Super Mario Bros. 3 boss fight. So... Again, the player... I did this one already too. So it's not that the boss needs to match everything else, but that if you put in something that resembles the boss, people, I think, will expect that the, well, people will expect it to be similar. So that part there is pretty troublesome. You've got this blind jump. This is way too big of a gap for expecting the player to make on their own. And if they do, then they're stuck because they can't get over this part. So, player is expected to go through this pipe because that's the only way forward. But there's nothing indicating that that's the case. Right, because they just had a segment where they rode... They rode a Bowser all the way across a gap on a track with the shoe. And immediately after they're presented with a smaller Bowser target on a more complicated track. And so that's probably the upgraded challenge, is you have a smaller moving target to bounce across to get to the end of the level. But that's not in fact the case. You have an entirely different challenge of abandoning your shoe to get to the my usual stream is from 5 to 9, or from 5 to 7 rather. So it's not quite 2 hours yet. What type of boot jumps do I assume a player would do? I think basically, if you're expecting them to bail out of a boot in mid-jump, then there need to be simple parts of the level early on that demonstrate the player's mastery of that. Oops. Oh!
Oh no!
That was an interaction. So basically, if you want to teach the player to do something, you present a uncomplicated situation where doing that is the single possible way to progress. So like, with the Bowser on the track thing, in the room before the end, bouncing on Bowser with the shoe was the only way forward to progress through that room. So one thing you could do, in terms of encouraging the player to do higher bounces, is on your previous Bowser... In your previous Bowser room, you could put coins higher up, so that the player bounces higher to get those coins. Ugh. At least Bowser Fireball duels are easier underwater. But this is one of my least favorite things, is somebody puts Giant Bowser and makes you kill it with fireballs. To be continued. But yeah. Water. Melon. Watermelon. Girl. Rocks. Okay. But yeah, this stream is about playing and critiquing levels. I star levels if they strike me as especially delightful in some way. So, it is not an expected thing for a level to get a star. I star levels... Okay. So, I guess there's the melon girl thing there. But yeah, for me, stars are basically like a personal opinion thing. Oh, that was a level. But yeah, the wall is the other thing that might clearing out the wall would make the path forward a lot more clear. Because even though there's arrows, it's not necessarily obvious if the player's focusing on bouncing that there even is a gap over the wall. I have regrets. Why did I do this? Oop.
Oh,
Don't do that. Just point of advice. Don't put no ground in front of Mario off the starting block.
oh no! Oh yeah, Mario time!
But yeah, I figure stars are a personal thing, and there's no social obligation to star or not star any particular levels. I think it's just star a level if you want to give it a star. And people have different criteria for what makes them want to star levels. I notice a distinct lack of variety in that level.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Did they forget to include the rest of the level? What happened there? Yeah, my personal goal is that I hope for each of my levels to get at least 1 star. And some of my harder or more obscure levels get only 1 star, but even then, I'm satisfied that somebody liked this thing that I created. So, as examples, this unreasonable instant death level has 1 clear and 1 star, and I am just fine with that. Because presumably, at least 1 person liked the level enough to beat it, and I'm assuming that the 1 person who beat it is the person who started. This one has been reasonably solvable, I guess. Here's my level with literally nothing in it. Or almost literally nothing in it. But yeah, this level is one I updated because there was a way to beat it that was not the intended one. And while normally I don't mind somebody like finding some cheese strategy or way to skip past something in my level. Like, I feel like that's part of the game. In this case, they were missing out on most of what the level was about. And so I revised it to make that particular strategy not work. And this one, as a result, has only 1 clear. But that's kind of the point of the level. Let's see, which... So I have a single level that I would call popular, and that is this one. This one is responsible for the vast majority of my stars, and is one of those ones where the star ratio is high enough that it gets a lot of plays, and so more people play it, more people star it. There's a feedback loop on Mario Maker levels that way. Anyway, it's getting towards end of stream time. I didn't see anybody begging for stars. Anyway. thanks for watching, everyone. I hope to see you all next week. And I might have something new for the next week. Like, I have the webcam here. That's an upgrade. Anyway, see you around. Thanks for watching.